Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to slow things down again, and we're going to put into practice what we've been hearing through Scripture throughout this week. During the week on our 3-Minute Thoughts podcast, we walk through a chapter of the Bible each and every morning. Then on Saturdays, we pause, not adding more information, not accumulating more content, but rather to let the Word move into our real-life spaces. This is one of those coaching type moments, a chance to ask how the truth we've read begins to shape the way we live this week. So let's step into today's 3-minute practice podcast. This week we walked through Mark chapters 15 and 16, and then we jumped into Luke and covered the first 3 chapters, 1 through 3. We watched Jesus go to the cross, we saw him buried in a borrowed tomb, and then we heard incredible words from the empty grave. He has risen, and he is not here, from Mark 16:6. Right after that, we jumped back into Luke, and we saw how Luke begins his gospel by telling the story of Jesus' arrival. Angels announcing good news, John the Baptist preparing the way, and Jesus stepping into the Jordan River to be baptized by John. And when Jesus comes out of the water, the Father says, "This is my beloved Son. With you I am well pleased." Think about that moment. Jesus hasn't preached a sermon yet. He hasn't healed anyone yet. He hasn't performed a miracle yet. And still the Father says, "You are my beloved." Identity comes before activity. And you see, that matters for you and me as well, because many of us spend our lives trying to earn what God has already given. We try to prove ourselves, trying to be good enough, trying to fix everything before coming to Jesus. But the cross and the resurrection tell us something different. Jesus has already done what we could not do. And through him, we are invited into a new identity. The words that were spoken over Jesus at his baptism can easily be applied to you and me today. "Behold, this is my child. With him or her I am well pleased." Not because we're performing some great work of salvation for all of humanity, but rather because we are loved by God, redeemed by Christ. So here's our coaching question to get through this weekend. Am I living like someone who has to earn God's love, or am I living like someone who has already possessed that love? Here's the way to put it into practice. Before you rush to the next thing today, pause for just a moment and remember who you are. Not what you've accomplished or what others expect or what you even fear, but just this. Because of Jesus, crucified and risen, you are loved by God. And from that place, live your day. Serve, forgive, take risks of faith from that place. Hey, the empty tomb means that Jesus finished the work. So this week, don't live trying to prove yourself. Live like someone who belongs to him. That's it for today. Be well, friends.